right, Shalom. I'm gonna start this off. Shalom. Shalom. All right. I'm gonna start this off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Wahakadash Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who were well. Yasha Allah being Hebrew for Israel. To the rest of you listeners out there, you newly awakened to the faith of the Israelite nation, which consisted of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right? You women, children, friends of the prophets, right? Blacks, aka Negroes, aka African Americans, aka Black Lives Matter, West Indians, Native American Indians, Latinos, Latinas, Hispanics, whatever. To you I say peace and blessings as well. And to any new listeners in general, yes, we proclaim ourselves to be the biblical Israelites. So this is another episode of I Will Stand Upon My Watch, episode 15. And, you know, we're going to keep this thing going till the Lord comes back, man. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ratazah. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. And tables goes into, you know, your device you're on, whether it's a tablet, a cell phone, or a laptop. All right. And the vision is everything that's going to happen, the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and what's expected. All right. That he may run that readeth it, so you can get to it. These are oracles, so you can better align yourself with him out of the way when, you know, all hell comes. You see, tell us in verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. You're going to know it's it. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. We're going to go ahead and go into this. As you see, this is the Fixes In update is what this episode will be covering. The first segment, and then the last segment is pretty much how these nations are gearing up. They're suiting up. It's fitting day, if you will, for World War III in the midst of all this. So this is something that hit, I believe, a couple days ago at this point. It says Trump rally comes for blacks. Slovakia. Trump rally coming for blacks sign draws pause from Fox News host during broadcast. So we got the video right? We're going to go ahead and just play the video.
I've talked to Republican Party leaders about this. I've said to office a long time after President Trump the Republican Party is going to long outlast all of us. Aren't you concerned about that? So that's what somebody's going to have to convince the president of. The president isn't a long-term thinker. They're going to have to convince him that it's in his own interest, and that is what he responds to. Like, what is in his interest?
We just saw a very disturbing sign. It said, coming for blacks and Indians, welcome to the New World Order. I mean, who the hell knows, you know, what people have and what they say on these things, but what do the Republicans tell you? When does the president start to perhaps give a different message, while others think he will never concede or will never give another type of message? And what do you say to the viewers watching right now who think that there is something wrong, that this election was stolen?
I've talked to Republican Party leaders about this. I've said to them, you're going to be in office a long time after President Trump The Republican Party is going to long outlast all of us. Aren't you concerned about that? So that's what somebody's going to have to convince the president of. The president isn't a long-term thinker. They're going to have to convince him that it's in his own interest, and that is.
So as you've seen, I'm gonna hit play on it. As you seen, it's on the TV, well, in the middle of the bar or the live stream, right? Live TV. It said we just saw a very disturbing sign. That's what the guy said. It said coming for blacks and Indians. Welcome to the New World Order. And brother, he was going into this, and he pretty much went into the breakdown of media. But when you go into the breakdown of media, it's alluding to medium, right? They the middleman, man. They the middleman, right? They only tell you half of the story. It's lukewarm information. They might tell you about something truly going on, but they won't tell you why. They won't tell you how, right? They might tell you about something that's probably getting ready to happen, but they won't tell you exactly when, right? And we don't give an exact estimated time, but we tell you things that's going to happen, nevertheless. So I'm going to hit play on this one more time so you can hear, right? The fix is in, update, man. This is real.
We just saw a very disturbing sign. It said coming for blacks and Indians, welcome to the New World Order. I mean, who the hell knows, what people have and what...
You see what I'm saying? Pretty much the elites they put out, like, man, they know, man. But see, the Lord, real quick, I'm gonna go to my sword real quick. Salakia. Okay, I'm just making sure they're still playing. Alright. Yeah. This is Proverbs 19 and 21. There are many devices in man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. And the counsel of the Lord is pretty much constructed. When they sleep upon the night beds, as the Lord tells us, and what we know today to be Job. I'm gonna get it real quick. Job, and he created the fruit of the lips, man. So they can have one plan. Pretty much that's telling you meaning, right? That scripture meaning your person can have one plan, but what the Lord instruction for that person to do is ultimately what's gonna play out. And I'm gonna get that. Since I say that, let me get this real quick. This is Job 12, and I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna start at 10. And whose hand? I'm gonna start at 9. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord had wrought this? See, because it's hit. Everybody running the Lord's plays. You see what I'm saying? Man can come up with stuff he want to all day. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, what the Lord makes people do is what they're gonna do, man. I'm gonna get let me get this real quick. See if I'm gonna get this one. This is Proverbs 20. Yeah, Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So the Lord is confounding these people and brought on what they call to be I forget, live TV, whatever you want to call it, man. Because he's truly in control and he's showing them that. It says, so Job 12 and 9, who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shah have wrought this, and whose hand is the soul of every living thing. Because really it's Yahweh Shah doing this at this point. You see what I'm saying? It says, and whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. And I'm going to get this one real quick. Right, because it tells us, like I said, once again, going back to Proverbs 19 and 21, and then we're going to run through this. Proverbs 19 and 21. There are many, you know what? Yeah, man. Let me start at 20. I'm going to start at 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, that shall stand. And what is counsel? Verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. So the counsel of the Lord is in the instructions on how something is supposed to be carried out. Like you have an instruction book on how to build a fan. Well, if you follow that instruction book, the fan is going to come out how it's supposed to come out. So that's what instructions do. That's what they're there for. So the outcome is already written. So they're coming for blacks, Native American Indians. Well, that's a part of the Father's will. That's a part of his instruction. They're supposed to do that. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Revelation 17. And I'm going to start at 17. For God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, have put in their hearts to fulfill his will. You see? And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah shall be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is working together with the beast, right? Which is America, NATO, and the EU. But anyway, you could really just say it's just NATO and the EU, you know. America's just that woman on the beast. But anyway, this is Job, because I say that because America's a part of NATO. But anyway, let's see. I'm gonna get this one. This one I want to get real quick in Job. Bear with me 1 second. Say that he sealed. The scriptures tell you how the Lord sealed man's instruction, when he sleep. So I just want to get that real quick, then we can go on with this, because that's very important. Because as it said, many devices are in the heart of man, but the counsel of the Lord, which is instruction, shall stand. So they trying to kick. Here they are, Esau trying to kick to you. This is gonna happen, and this is what we want to make our episode about. And then the Lord just alters everything, and they notice, they see it happen like that. Because it says he do it to keep man from his pride. Let me just go ahead. So we won't even spend no time on it. I ain't got it in a minute. Should be like 4 or something. Salakia. Instruction. So yeah, man, these people coming, man. You're gonna see it after I get this scripture, because this is a part. Damn, I'm way off. This is Job 33, and but it's another one that talk about when the sleep. So that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, so this is Job 33. I'm gonna start at 14. For Yahweh Ba'Shem speaketh once, yea, twice, right? Yet man perceiveth it not. You see, that's what happened, right? Because the so-called white man and all these so-called white people are the devil. You see what I'm saying? They vision. So that's why when they seen the sign, they probably didn't know. You see what I'm saying? They probably did throw them off. But really, all that stuff set up at the end of the day. And if they knew or didn't, it still was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is in control at the end of the day. It says at the end of Salaki. Anywho, so it says in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man, and the slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of man and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, another thing too, He keepeth his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword, because this stops people from getting killed before their time. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, he wouldn't leave it up to man, because a lot of people would have been dead before the appointed time. You see what I'm saying? So he needs the so-called white man to literally be on point and last for a certain duration, so he can be right there for when the nukes is getting ready to be shot over here, which takes us play this one more time and move on.
What they say on these things, but what do the Republicans tell you? When does the president start to perhaps give a different message, while others think he will never concede or will never give another type of message? And what do you say to the viewers watching right now who think that there is something wrong, that this election was stolen?
I've talked to Republican Party leaders about this. I've said to them, you're going to be in office a long time after President Trump is. The Republican Party is going to long outlast all of us. Aren't you concerned?
See that? Coming for blacks, Indians, which is the Israelites, man. You Israelites, first welcome the New World Order.
About that. So,
why does it say that? Because that's the Lord's instruction on these people, man. You see? I'm going to get something real quick.
That's what somebody's going to have to convince the president of. The president isn't a long-term thinker. They're going to have to convince him that it's in his own interest, and that is what he responds to. Like, what is in his interest
we just saw a very disturbing sign. It said, coming for blacks and Indians, welcome to the New World Order. I mean, who the hell knows, what people have and what they say on these things, but what do the Republicans tell you? When does the president start to...
See that? So this is Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired. You see? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass, as the chaff before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. You see? Because that's what they're about to do. The Lord is using these people to take his people out, man. You see what I'm saying? So you're not desired, as it tells us in verse 1. So he's saying, yo, get it together, man. The hopeful elect, right? Before the decree bring forth, you see what I'm saying? And the decree is these, it's ultimately what the Father wants, but that's seen in the decrees that the so-called white man brings down, his certain legislation. You see what I'm saying? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, right? Before the fierce anger of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. You see what I'm saying? Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, all ye meek of the earth, because that should be a straight signal to you that, okay, we need the Lord, because these people are not playing. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You see, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Because if you're not wrought in his judgment, these people about to be used to get you. You see what I'm saying? Seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And so that those signs from these people represents the Lord's anger getting ready to come down on you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because you're full of crap, man. This is Psalms 17, and I'm going to start at 11. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey. You see what I'm saying? And who's the prey? This is Psalms 44. And we're going to start at verse 11. It says, I'm going to start at 10. Thou, who's the thou, the Most High, Yahweh Bashmel Shah, thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they, which is these people, and these non-Israelites, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and has scattered us among the heathen. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start at 22. Yeah, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. See what I'm saying? So, hey man, the Lord is not he not playing, man. You know? So when you go back now to Psalm 17 and 11, 12, it should hit harder now. Like as a lion that is greedy. I'm gonna start at 11. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey. Because it tells us that the daughter, the great whore, was drunk off the blood of the saints. You see what I'm saying? And that's those that wrought the Most High's judgment, you know. And you know we're gonna fall, but you gotta keep getting up, trying, man. You say this is Revelation 17:5, and upon her head was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. So they get off on killing us, man. It says, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And this was John, John, the so-called revelator, right? So-called John the Revelator, right? That's what scholars like to coin him. His name is Yahweh Kanan, right? He's an ancestor of ours, and he was seeing the times we living in right now, man. The things that's about to befall the Israelites that are living in this place called America, which is likened unto a whore. You see what I'm saying? So this is not no game, man. All this line up. But anyway, so this is Psalms 17:12. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were. So that's why I say they're like these people are like lions, man, greedy of their prey. You know what I'm saying? You can't get acquitted enough over and over for killing so-called innocent as far as not doing anything to them, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You can't kill and get acquitted enough. You see, so they're drunk off the blood of the saints, man. Because all our people are the saints. You see, it says, and as it were a young lion. And as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. There's all these cops and all these other people, man. You know, always trying to get Jake with, you know, from so-called speeding and traffic tickets and setting Jake up and framing Jake and planting drugs on Jake. You see, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see that? So these people are the wicked, but they're the Most High sword. So they're about to get these Jakes that don't want to turn back to the Lord, man. This is from men, you see, which are thy hand, O Lord, Yahweh Shah, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy head treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. You see? So that's that, man. So that's pretty much it. Salaki. This, man. You know, it ain't nothing else. This what all this matters for. So Trump rally coming for blacks sign draws pause from Fox News host during broadcast because all these dang so-called white people not in on it. They don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shah prophesied that this kingdom was going to be divided against itself, and that's the kingdom of Esau, man. So they all don't agree. You see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they still are wicked. So moving on, real quick, and I got a reason why right here. Why they want to get you so-called blacks and Native American Indians, right? You so-called Latinos, like the Hispanics as well. Thus showing you we the same people. We're in the times now. So as you see right here, this says it's fearless. Dude yells Black Lives Matter in the middle of angry Trump supporters crowd in Detroit. See that? Because this is the end, man. And I believe this dude to be a Gadite, because if you look at him, he looks just like Gad, man. You see? But they just put it all in the same category because Jake look alike. But if you really look at this man, this is so-called Native American Indian. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You see? So that's by the spirit. Let's play it, though.
This shit down. This shit is very unsanitary. I don't give a fuck about the mass right now. I'll be live. Yes, because we're putting here live, guys. Downtown Detroit right now, guys. Behind me here, you have a bunch of fucking bullshit ass Trump supporters right here, guys. I'm here for fucking Biden. Come here, look at this shit. Go over here, zoom in over here. Go, you take your ass over. Come on, come on. Bullshit, fuck. Listen, we are here to ensure power for black people. Black people forever! I said Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! All Black Lives Matter! Black Lives fucking matter! That's it, guys! We're here live, guys, on Detroit's West East Side, guys!
That's Jake. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that's I guarantee he a native, so-called Native American Indian. You know? But yeah, man, so that's why. You know? They already know, man. When Judah rises up, as the scriptures say, that's it, man. He might be a Gadite. It said a troop shall overcome Gad, but at the end, you know, shall he overcome. Let me get that real quick. So we talking about so-called blacks and natives, which are all the same people. You know, and the devil, he knew that because he gave you these stupid names. This is Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. So that's the taking of America, man. Right? The cavalry, the British cavalry. You see what I'm saying? It says, but he shall overcome at the last. And that's all I said. So Gad ready to go, man. You see, but it started with Judah. Gad ready to go. Because Gad is a warrior tribe. You know what I'm saying? They do not play that. The scriptures tell us this. Let's move. Let's see what else we got. I think we're gonna move on to the next segment. So yeah, man, they're not playing with you. You know, the fix is in. I got something real quick. Let me see. They're not playing with our people. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So this is California. California's governor pulls emergency brake on reopening COVID surge. So this is the fix is in, man. What is the fix? Right? Because as I said, man, when you go into that word media, it literally means let's go ahead and do it real quick. You know? Going to that word media. All right. So when you go into that word media, right, newspaper, radio, TV, etc., right, mass media, and I kind of wanted to do plural of medium. The medium of something is you got low, medium, and high. So that's the middle. You see what I'm saying? So we know the Lord, He talks about the medium in the scriptures. This is Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. You see? Basically, the Lord acknowledges low and high. You see what I'm saying? Not at all and all the way, pretty much, right? Not at all and all the way. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. Thou wert cold or hot. You see, low or high. All the way or not at all. So then, because thou art lukewarm, meaning right in the middle, that's a medium, right? That's the middle. And neither cold nor hot, not low, not high, but right in the medium, right? The middle. I will spew thee out of my mouth. You see what I'm saying? So that's that. So this is not something you can really deal with. That's why the media is trash, bruh. It's garbage. You got to pick the meat from the bones with these people. Because they tell you some truth and then they lie. You see what I'm saying? So that's like lukewarm. You know? Now you go in a medium, a middle ground. You see? Quality or degree, that which holds a middle place or position. So you can't trust your news reporters. That's my favorite anchor lady. She be giving me all the nope. She in the middle. She ain't on either side, man. You see what I'm saying? Because her job is to do this. Her job is to do this right here. This is Proverbs. Shalaki, this is Psalms 28:3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. You see what I'm saying? So that's that, man. She works mischief. She speaks peace, comes off nice, dressed nice. Her makeup's always right. The same thing with your favorite anchor man. Mischief is in their heart. See what I'm saying? Let's get that word mischief real quick. Psalms. Let's see Psalms. Let me see Psalms 28:3. Yeah, mischief. You get mischief. See bad, evil. Right. The word right there is rai or ra'ai. That's evil. You see them bad times, because that's what the news is really going into. Is going into bad times. It says worse than. You see sad, unhappy. Evil, Eve being Eve, going into time, and then you got ill being a situation, meaning or condition, meaning bad. You see, bad time. You see, that's why I say bad. In general, thoughts. They like throwing a stone and hiding their hand, pretty much, man. Calamity. That's really what they bring you, but they won't tell you that all the way. See what I'm saying? They won't come on there and tell you about how all our people died and in the hood and all this other stuff, but they won't tell you, yeah, and at the end of that, yeah, it's you just Israelites, you're cursed. They're not going to tell you all that. They're just going to keep showing you dying and acting like you just hate each other and not telling you that the Lord put a curse on us, that our eyes shall be evil towards our brother. That's why we doing this and nobody else is. It's not because we just these horrible people. We the saints, man. The Lord did this to us because we broke the Lord's commandments, man. We destroyed as a nation in every facet that you could think of, man. So that's what media means. It means to be halfway with you. Be in the middle. You can't be trusted. You playing both sides of the fence pretty much. You're not really informed, but you're doing the informing. But you're not really informing because someone's telling you a half story. So they come off like they're one of you and their subject, which they are too. So what's the point of these people? We come off and we tell you like, yo, we're the Lord's servants, man. You see what I'm saying? We're not of the world, as the scriptures tell us, man. Yahushua said that, man. See? Now let me go ahead and get look, in spiritualism, person who conveys spiritual messages. See, we're the media. We're the right, because media goes into the middleman. That's Yahweh Shah, right? And we conveying the message he left because we're in his spirit. So we giving the message. We're pretty much in the role of a middleman, right? You people getting back to God, you gotta go through us. No one can go back straight to the Father, man. We can't even go back straight to the Father. We gotta go through Yahweh Shah. So they're really giving us messages from the elites. You see what I'm saying? As the brother was bringing out, man. You know, the brother Amawar Gabar, man. You know. So yeah, man. And there's one more part we're gonna get on this, and we're gonna move on, and then we close this out. The fix is in, man. If you can't tell, so this should tell you that the news is set up. Yeah, coming between intermediate, coming between two things in time, place, order, character. You got the media, you got the elites, and you got the people in between. The news, so-called media, man, TV, all that, and then you got the people. So these are their messages they sent out, man. They little spiritual hints, like yo, we coming for you. Blacks, we're coming for you. Native American Indians, we're coming for you. Latinos, we're coming for you. The fix is in, man. That's why they shutting everything down, man. You see what I'm saying? To have you right where they need you. California governor pulls emergency brake on reopening amid COVID surge. Come on, man. Statewide measures come as officials in Los Angeles County consider a curfew to slow the spread of the virus. See that? California will dramatically roll back its reopening efforts. The state's governor Gavin Newsom announced on that spiritual Newsom on Monday, saying he was pulling the emergency brake amid troubling surge in cases. So yeah, man, and what does that do? That keep you at home. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, we have this policy in which we've been telling people about, starting with our elders and apostles, the great millstone at the great millstone, like nation, right? About how the floods of people about to come in, man. When that martial law gets hit, they want control of you because it's an oligarchy running everything. Everything you see on TV, we just found is the middle. Trump is the middleman, man. He come with his reports and what he gonna do. Joe Biden, they're the middleman, man. The Congress, the Senate, they're the middleman, man. It's an oligarchy behind these things. The fix is in, and the oligarchy is the people that know who everybody is and what's really going on, man. The ones that's controlling the promise. You can go look up oligarchy yourself, man. You see, but I'll tell you, it's a shadow government, man. It's the people behind the people you see as running everything, but really the people behind those people that we isn't your shadow behind you, isn't a person's shadow behind the actual person we see. I'm a fix the nation. Let's see, because all hell about to break loose. See, U.S. Air Force fitting definition is of a kind of appropriate to the situation, suitable. So the situation is that it's tension between all these nations, and everybody's in the hands of the Father to fulfill His will, and that's America being destroyed. You see what I'm saying? So the things that will be fitting to that is to be suiting up with weapons. You see, Suiting. Let's get suiting. Phrase. Suiting day. Right? Yep. Suit up. If someone suits up, they put on a special suit or uniform in order to take part in a, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Follow suit. And that's pretty much it. If someone suits up, they put on a special suit or uniform in order to take part in a special activity or be a part of a team. And what team is that? That team is all the nations that's going to be put together to shoot at America, man. But before we go into that, let's start here first. It says U.S. Air Force implements dog-like robots into defense regiments, because these are things they're going to release in their own cities, man. And they can have, high-tech automatic weaponry on them. You know what I'm saying? With lock on targeting. You people play Call of Duty and see these things, man. This stuff real. You see what I'm saying? The U.S. Air Force has recently confirmed the decision to implement dog-like robots into their patrolling regiments. Aren't those the times we in now? So they're suiting themselves to the times we in now. They're gonna have, you might see a damn robotic dog walking down your street with a assault rifle, somehow attached to it, man. They could probably shoot tear gas. It could probably do, you know what I'm saying? This thing's finna go down, man. They're gonna be high tech, but we not worried about this. This light. This is not nothing. But the only reason we can say that because we know what the Lord, has written His story for those that love Him, man. The hopeful elect. This is nothing, man. Crush one of them things by the Spirit and power. Yahweh Shemel shout with my feet, man. By not just thinking about it. It says, according to a press release issued by 325th Fighter Wing, Tyndale Air Force Base, Lakia, and the Security Force Squadron will be one of the first Air Force bases to implement a semi-autonomous robot dogs. You see that? So they're going to have them. These computerized canines demonstrated their ability. Because I really don't want to have to pull this up. Because I had something. Let me see. No, I can't pull it up now, so I can. So let's get a little bit more on it. And then that'll be it. See, while these robots walk on all fours and resemble a dog, they are not intended to replace the military working dogs. Instead, they will aid in patrolling operations, and in doing so, allow Tyndale AFB defenders to focus their efforts on security actions that require a physical presence. So yeah, man, they might have cameras on them. They might have tear gas on them. They could do anything. They can make these. This is what they put out. These robot dogs will be used as a force multiplier for enhanced situational awareness by patrolling. So they got cameras on them, by patrolling areas that aren't desirable for human beings and vehicles. When you trying to escape because they done locked the city down, they'll put these dogs in that area. You see what I'm saying? To try to catch you. It's real, man. Look who right there in the back. Jake. It's either Jake or Hamite, but knowing Jake, it's probably Jake, man. And knowing Esau. So these things are already here, man. We will be able to drive them via a virtual reality headset within our base defense. Christ said we will be able we will be able to see exactly what the robot dog is detecting through its mobile camera and sensor platform if desired, because they can put a gun on it. We will also be able to issue verbal commands to a person or people through a radio attached to the dogs. So this is like this is what they saying, man. This is what they putting out. You know, all this stuff for us, for you. You know what I'm saying? The fix is in update, man. You know, they gonna release these things when all hell start breaking out, man. For real, for real. You know, it's for to send overseas. It's not for these things. You know, you're gladly mistaken if you think so. Now, moving on, we're gonna get this, and I'm gonna close out. Got something right here. So who will sell Iran weapons now that the arms embargo is dead? And that's restriction on trade. You see what I'm saying? So it was some strict restriction on trade for Iran, but now that has been lifted. So they're looking to buy missiles, man. With an international arms embargo lifted, Iran is likely to start buying armed drones, air defense systems, fighter jets, and tanks, according to one expert. And who's going to set that up? And why would they be doing that? Because we get this, and I'm going to get the other one real quick. This is Jeremiah. Just to answer that, why would they be doing this? Because the Lord has already pronounced, man. Salakia. This is a part of his will. This is the instruction. You see? This is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell, that's America, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. He will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. And that wind is really pointing to Yahushua as well, because Yahushua is the east wind, right? And all things has been put into his hand, so he's a part of that destroying wind that's going to come forth, man. But that destroying wind is actually talking about the nuclear missiles, you see what I'm saying, hitting. But Yahushua is the author behind that, man, right? He's going to implement it. He said, and we'll send banners, Babylon, to fulfill his will. Remember, it says, and we'll send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, right? See, fanners, plural, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth the archer. So like against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. You see, in that bow talking about a missile, and against him that lifted up, that is lift up. And against him that lifted himself up in his burgundy, and spare ye not her young man, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. You see what I'm saying? So that's it, man. See, make bright the arrows. Those talking about missiles, man. So all these people, the Lord is about to round all these different countries up, and they're gonna, shoot at Babylon. They're gonna shoot at America, and this place is gonna be destroyed. So that's in a nutshell the reason. But this is not a lesson on that. Now, how are they gonna get involved? So that's what it's for. That's why they will be suiting up. Now, how are they gonna get the missiles? This is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemiah Shah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Now this is talking about Russia, right? Now you got Magog, because Gog is Gomer is Turkey. But Magog, Gog, that's talking about Russia. Now it says, so you go on, let's keep going. And I will turn thee back, and thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, because they Edomites, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. You see, because Russia's known for having a powerful military, man. So they're suited. They're suited. They're suited for the Father's will, for the World War III. That's what the clothes is going into, because they're clothed with armor. They're suited and booted, ready to go. Even a great company, you see? And who's that company? All the other nations that's going to buy from them. With bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. You see, Gomer and all his bands, right? That's Turkey, the house of Torgama of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So a lot of these people, last minute, they're gonna join in. They're gonna join forces against America, man. They're gonna become a confederate with America, man. Be thou prepared. It's talking to Magog, Russia, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see what I'm saying? So who would sell Iran weapons right now that the arms embargo is dead? It's gonna be Russia, because Russia is gonna be the most suited. You see, North Korea, China, all these people, Iran, they're gonna all come together and they're gonna destroy America, man. That's what's gonna happen. So this is who they're gonna get it from. So everybody's is buying up right now. Even America, they trying little things out. I'm sure this thing probably closed it up. Let's see, this thing no good. But pretty much, they was talking about how America, they just shot down an intercontinental ballistic missile. They was practicing. Now, why would they be doing that? Because they know missiles about to be shot over here, and they successfully they succeeded at doing it. They was able to shoot the ballistic missile down, but they're not gonna be able to shoot these ballistic missiles down, man. So I close out with this: all these missiles that the Lord said He wanted to be shot over here to this place. It's nothing that There's no defense system they can build, with the capability of stopping the Father's will, which is those missiles hitting this place, man. And that'd be it. This is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. And then what does void mean? See, empty, without effect. It's gonna happen. You see? But it shall accomplish. It's gonna succeed. So he say missiles gonna be shot. See, to do work, make, produce, right? Produce the destruction of America. So you seeing everybody taking up arms. You seeing Russia getting ready to be put in position to sell to Iran, right? That's all his words being accomplished, because he said that Russia was gonna have to make themselves prepared, and all of them that are with thee, assembled unto thee. So Iran's looking to buy, they're gonna come to Russia, and then ultimately that's gonna show that the Lord's word is being accomplished, and then eventually the missile's gonna be shot over here. You see, it says, "But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So that's that missile being shot from over there, from all these different countries to here. It's gonna prosper, right? Those missiles are gonna prosper, meaning they're going to rush, they're going to advance, they're going to succeed, they're going to successfully hit their target. This place is going to be obliterated, and the hopeful elect, we're going to be beamed up. That's why we're turning back to the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to keep going, keep fighting, strive for the truth unto the death, and the Lord shall fight for you, as He says in the Apocrypha. You see what I'm saying? So Lord willing, it's been edifying. I'm going to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Wahakudas Rakah, Shalom.